In this video, we are going to show you how the MDLCode extension for Visual Studio Code can help you navigate Moodle code. MDLCode makes it easy to navigate from a place in code where you use Moodle entities to the entities themselves, as well as validate that you typed the entity name correctly. Probably the first thing you notice when you install the extension is that MDLCode highlights the language strings. If you move the mouse over the string, you can see the tooltip with the string value. Sometimes there can be several strings. This also works in Mustache and JavaScript files. If you make a mistake, MDLCode will raise a problem. Select Go to Definition from the context menu to go to the language file where the string was defined. You can also search for references. MDLCode will highlight the strings that are not used, but double-check the string before removing it. It may actually be used in some parts of the code where MDLCode cannot detect it. In fact, everywhere you see entities highlighted in orange, this means that MDLCode detected Moodle entities. MDLCode will also help you to navigate to a JavaScript module when you acquire it from a PHP file, a mustache template that you reference from a JavaScript module, a template reference from another template, a template referenced from a PHP file, a JavaScript module referenced from a template, and finally, a web service call from a JavaScript module. And of course, in all of these cases, if you make a mistake in the name, it will raise a problem. Other entities that MDLCode highlights. Database table names. This can help you to quickly check the columns and correct misspelled table names. Viewability names. The same thing. You don't need to run the code to see when you make a spelling mistake. Form elements helps you to quickly check constructor parameters to know which parameters to pass to the addElement function. In the hat features, every step is a reference. They are not highlighted in orange because when everything is highlighted, it is no longer helpful. Just remember that you can go to definition from anywhere. The hat selectors are checked and highlighted separately. Maybe by the time you're watching this video, MDLCode adds even more entity types that will save you even more time when navigating around Moodle code. Now I'm going to show you how MDLCode helps working with the plugins. MDLCode adds a Moodle view. Here you can see all plugins grouped by their type. You can navigate to the plugin you need and work with its files. The context menu in this view may contain some helpful shortcuts that are not normally available in the Explorer view. You can switch the view mode and display all plugins in a flat list. You can filter to display the add-on plugins only and hide the standard plugins. You may know that in some files in the DB folder, developers need to specify a class or fallback with the implementation, and it is often do not suggest clicking to navigate to the class or method when it's referenced as a string. MDLCode adds a little links called code lenses to help you to navigate to the method. For example, from the services.php file, you can jump to the place where the web service is implemented. And from there, quickly jump to the respective parameters and return functions. From the event observer list, you can navigate to both the callback and the event. Also from the event class, you can see all places where the event observers exist. You will find similar links in other files that contain callbacks. Capability and cache definitions require respective language strings. You can jump to the language string using another code lens. You might have noticed that there were even more code lenses such as execute web service or execute task. There was much more functionality in MDL code than just navigating between entities, but this video is only about navigating and reading code. And the last example is Moodle callbacks. In the lib.php file, the plugins can define the functions with the magic names that PHP extension will mark as not used. However, MDLCode knows that this is a callback and will add a link to where this callback is called from. It can also show you which plugins implement each callback. Starting from 4.3, Moodle introduced hooks that will gradually replace all callbacks. In MDLCode, you can navigate between hook dispatches and callbacks. Most of the features I showed in this video do not require the premium subscription to MDLCode and are available immediately when you install the extension. Only reference search is a premium functionality which you can try during the free trial. Check out MDLCode documentation and other tutorial videos on how MDLCode can help you to write the code and execute scripts. And remember, it's very easy to migrate to VS Code if you have not used it before. Check out our other tutorial on setting up VS Code for Moodle development.